Hello, challengers. It's great to be with you. It's Dr. Erin. I'm going to be sharing a concept today about integrity. And I just wanted to share with you my favorite book of all time by Martha Beck, The Way of Integrity. Oh my gosh, this book. So we have spent a lot of time in this challenge of looking at what your truest, wisest self or higher power knows to be true, right? And what love would have to say about things instead of the opposite. And so we're going to really look at kind of what are the behaviors or habits that are serving us, which ones aren't, how to develop new habits. Again, always from this vantage point of instead of trying to push, we're going to instead be pulled by our mission and our ideal self. So integrity, Martha Beck says, integrity is the cure for unhappiness. This is my favorite quote from her. She says, peace is your home, integrity is the way to it, and everything you long for will meet you there. I'll say it again. Peace is your home, integrity is the way to it, and everything you long for will meet you there. So we have broken up with dieting. We're also now going to break up with kind of this hustle culture. I'm going to whip myself into shape. I'm going to push myself harder. She says this, my friend Sonia once came up with some useful advice. Here's a hint, she said. If whatever you're doing isn't working, don't do it harder. I love that. Okay. So instead of, again, pushing ourselves and hustling and challenging ourselves and just gritting, our way to it, what's the easier, softer way, right? Because ultimately what we're wanting is peace, connection, satisfaction, love, freedom, comfort, belonging. That's what we're looking for. So as we embark on this journey of integrity, we first must look at what are we going to need to set down that we're almost addicted to struggling with? Where have you in your relationship with your body or your health tried to push yourself harder and just tried to make yourself do it more and just tried to, right? Like she said, if what you're doing isn't working, don't try to do it harder. What are you willing to surrender to give up? Because we're going to try on the way of integrity versus the way of pushing ourselves. So first, let's determine what are we going to drop? I, for example, had to surrender constantly wanting to lose weight. Because really what I want freedom in my body. I want to enjoy living inside this body. I wanted to give up. I needed to surrender constantly being in a battle, in a challenge with weight. Maybe you're constantly trying to figure out how to have sugar and do it in moderation, but you just have never figured that out. Maybe you need to surrender your toxic relationship with sugar. So I hope that makes sense. Share with us what you're going to lay down and surrender. I'll see you tomorrow.